How will this project inform consumers of antibiotics in their food?
Our product will help inform consumers about antibiotics in their food by allowing them to actually test for the antibiotics in their food at home. Our product tests for the two main classes of antibiotics used in food, including tetracyclines and penicillins. We plan on testing tetracyclines by using iron sulfate, which will turn the solution or the meat from a greenish color to a rusty brown. We plan on testing the ampicillin by using iodine beta-lactamase solution. This will change the meat or the solution to a dark blue. By using this product, consumers will be able to overcome false labeling and actually know what's in their food.
Are you aware that antibiotics are present in your food, and why are they harmful?
Before the BioExpo, I wasn't aware that the antibiotics were in my food. I thought that the worst things were like GMOs, possibly, or you hear about growth hormones, but I didn't think that antibiotics posed a threat. And upon researching now, I find that they actually are harmful because primarily if we overuse them, the bacteria that we're trying to treat with them can become resistant to the antibiotics. And if they become resistant, the antibiotics don't work anymore. And obviously that could pose a problem, not only for the animals, but for ourselves. So it's really important that we don't overuse them.
Do you buy organic foods, and do you think it's important to do so?
I buy organic foods whenever I can, and I think it's really important because organic has less neurotoxins, which damage your brain and nerve cells. And in the case of organic meat, you don't have to worry about antibiotics or artificial growth hormones.
Organic food, and do you think it is important to do so?
I do not buy organic food because I do not actually buy food in my house, though I have prompted my parents lately to buy more organic foods, telling them the horrible things that farmers do and what they put into their foods and vegetables. I've recently told them to start going to the local street market, and they've actually enjoyed it because they're from small rural towns, so they actually like going to the street market. I think it's important to buy organic foods because you actually get to know what's going into your stomach, because with different foods there's so many mislabels that you could be eating basically anything that the farmer chose to buy. And that's just so unhealthy. I mean, you can be eating so many different bacteria or different antibiotics and you become sick, and then there's not a lot of stuff that the doctors can do. And buying organic, they usually they label it as organic and tell you exactly what's in it, what they did to it, or either it's labeled on the product or the seller's actually going to tell you what's in it. So.
In 2007, Tyson Foods Incorporated began its Raised Without Antibiotics advertisement campaign, challenged with false advertising by two competitors. How do misleading labels add to this problem?
Alright, so misleading labels can add to this problem by people being unaware of what is organic and what is actually organic. A company, in order to label it technically organic, it has to have 95% of it organic and the other 5% inorganic ingredients added to it. Same thing goes for antibiotics used in the products. So therefore people should be aware of what they consume and not be misguided by such labels as grass-fed, all-natural, and antibiotic-free.
How do you think this will affect factory farms?
I think it'll basically have a positive impact on consumers, since they can pressure them to not use antibiotics in their meat and all of their products, so that they'll all be organic, and it'll just be better off for everyone.
Could this awareness be beneficial to people in the long run?
Well, usually people don't think about the antibiotics that they have in their food, so they're slowly building resistance to all different antibiotics. So when they find out and use the product, they'll allow for a healthy lifestyle in the future.
When people are more aware of what they're putting into their bodies and what they're feeding their family, they're able to make better choices that will benefit them in the long run.